North Korean leader Kim Jong-un said Sunday that his country is finalizing preparations for a test launch of an intercontinental ballistic missile, which would mark an advance in his attempts to build a nuclear weapon capable of reaching the U.S. Kim, delivering his annual New Year's address from Pyongyang on state television, said that after testing what the North claims was its first hydrogen bomb last year, preparations for launching an intercontinental ballistic missile have reached the final stage. Kim did not explicitly say an ICBM test, which if successful would be a big step forward for the North, was imminent, but the leader has a birthday coming up on January 8th, and last year he conducted a nuclear test on January 6th. Kim threatened the address to boost his country's military capabilities further unless the U.S. ends war games with rival South Korea.
News. Hi everyone, I'm Cyril Vanier and we're following breaking news out of North Korea. Pyongyang has test-fired another missile. A U.S. official says it was an intermediate-range ballistic missile. Sources say it was launched from a province in the country's north and traveled 500 kilometers and landed in the Sea of Japan, also known as the East Sea. This happened just as U.S. President Donald Trump was hosting Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in Florida. Standing side by side, both leaders made brief statements about Pyongyang's latest provocation.
今般の北朝鮮のミサイル発射は断じて容認できません。
North Korea's most recent missile launch is absolutely intolerable.
北朝鮮は国連決議を完全に遵守すべきです。
North Korea must fully comply with the relevant UN Security Council resolutions.
先ほどトランプ大統領との首脳会談の中において、米国は常に 100% 日本と共にあるということを明言されました。そしてその意思を示すために今私の隣に立っておられます。
During the summit meeting that I had with President Trump, he assured me that the United States will always with Japan 100%. And to demonstrate his determination as well as commitment, he is now here with me at this joint press conference.
私とトランプ大統領は日米同盟をさらに緊密化し、そして強化していくことで完全に一致をいたしました。
President Trump and I myself completely share the view that we are going to promote further collaboration between the two nations, and also we are going to further reinforce our alliance.
私からは以上です。
That is from myself.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister. I just want everybody to understand and fully know that the United States of America stands behind Japan, its great ally, 100%.
What could the U.S. do in collaboration with the Chinese that might effectively counter what's happening there in North Korea and the development of these nuclear missiles?
Well, if China wanted to, it could certainly cut off flows of oil, and it could cut off purchases of coal and all sorts of things to really undermine the North Korean economy. But it hasn't done that. You know, we've had a policy of trying to work with Beijing, and that policy has been in effect since 2003, since the beginning of the six-party talks, but nothing has seemed to push China in the right direction. The one thing that we could do, which we haven't tried, because we've tried virtually every policy, the one thing that we haven't done is to impose sanctions on Chinese banks and other Chinese entities that are actually quite coercive. If we were to do that, that of course would have all sorts of implications. But nonetheless, at this point, what we have been trying to do with China just hasn't been effective.